Rohana, and I'm war. When you be our 9 years, Monka, what the asem. Eh, want to me, Mama. And as soon him say, Mini Panamecon a whole weekend into when whom me and me were. First, no be quite washing our tete. Afraid your mobile kita suitcase. Of a Ganyan army and ye spinter say. My in your ten spinters. Why in your ten spinters? Ganyan army and spinters. Really?
We love Friday nights. Sports Panorama, Benjamin Nketiah in the seat. Show proudly brought to us by Cowbell Coffee. The rest of Europe is resuming football this weekend. The Premier League and the Bundesliga have taken the lead already. And I can tell you for a fact that there's a lot happening. The Isaac Newcastle debacle reached a new point this week. Within, 8 hours, 2 statements had been released. First, from the camp of Isaac, re-emphasizing what we've all known, stating that he is being betrayed and being held against his wish. And then, Newcastle released a response. Say, young man, we are disappointed in that statement. You are under contract and you will do your job. The irony in all of this is that on Monday night, Newcastle and Liverpool have a date. Oh boy. I wonder where Isaac will be watching this from. An Airbnb? Okay, hold on. Before I start the show, it looks like West Ham have done the do.
Mr. Paqueta.
Bro, now Rebecca. Before we even start the show, there's shock in the studio. Hold on, let me watch the replay again and then we'll go to the prayer. Hold on. Look at Graham Potter looking.
Let's not battle for Potter to settle.
Look at Paqueta. Graham Potter looks as confused as me right now.
Yeah, he's you don't see the goal. That's like 30 million on the transfer value if they plan on moving him on.
Let me see this again. Okay.
They kept backing off him. They kept backing.
And he can shoot the ball, bro. Who gave you the Yeah, he caught that really well. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Paqueta starting the show for us. Chelsea are already down against West Ham. It's just 6 minutes played. God is good. Accra Hearts of Oak are in hot waters again. FIFA transfer window ban for failing to pay some compensation money. We'll talk about that. The Black Satellites have a new head coach. Oh, Charlie, I was telling somebody the last time that when you pray for the anointing of Maxwell Kunedu. pray for the anointing of Maxwell Kunedu. What? He's back again. We'll get into that. And then, obviously, the Premier League. And if you haven't heard, there's a new kid on the block, a new show called The Republic of Football. All that and more, I'll be telling you about. But Rabbi, oh Charlie, I saw you excited this afternoon about laments.
Oh no,
laments. Young lanky goalkeeper. Oh Charlie,
the brightest goalkeeping prospect in Europe.
oh Charlie.
Mokoba.
See,
Obiama. Mokoba no laments. Which young goalkeeper can you compare? It's like going back to, you see, we have reversed the years of David De Gea. Oh my goodness.
Stop it.
You see, we've gone back to what the template is. That working template.
Oh Charlie.
Is what has been what? Rekindled.
Oh Charlie.
But now it came with the pop sound. Pop, 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 pop. It came with the pop sound. You understand? As if you are testing for hydrogen gas in chemistry. With the pop sound. Laments.
Oh God.
Joe Zebaud. One double she. When I saw a name,
Shida.
Wako bele ya che o manche yele aba. No ba le woba. When I saw first all like in Ghana ma mu fe fake lalo.
Mamu fe.
Ni bele so wa enchi e. Oh come on. Ah pakata. Ra yo wa fe shita bono ni. Ra shita ne bono ni Zebaud. One time I cannot.
Oh Charlie.
Ninta, just in time, it was so kemijele.
Nakai.
Drama West Ham. This program is dedicated to Grand Porter.
Oh Charlie.
Porter, he's always been looking for this opportunity. Porter, just he had a 7 years contract. A year, 6 months, no, na medale.
but all you pass it every other.
One of the two, you was about OBG Porter, Porter, OBG Porter, and Porter, no minche. This is the comment on the Porter, but no minche. And Porter, no minche.
The ball is back.
No minche. And Porter, no minche.
Nakai.
These details are already here.
Hani mo fia mo here akaleshi. They na back agbo na when mo fia mo here back akaleshi. After folk, I can be me. Kati I have voted me. I can be many ya. Jena ke wo fe wona akan bi le ya represent. Metumo na saka metumo. Nya pay ashka. Hey, whether you delay, you pay. You better go and pay the money and take the ban off the team. It's as simple as that. Yo Aziba. Togba fede. Domo lonu. She let them chena. Can be do tell me can be. Ona no na metuo. Dana abonyo makabashia. Dana abonyo makabashia. But no togbe peo. Aka wo fe ne she togbe salaka fi oba ni ha wo ko fi wo no ka akoje. Because she only fit na wa. Nakai. Some me lo so ya me. Ame bo over the one na me ya. $150,000 give it to the players. Let them chew.
Thank you.
Free.
Thank you.
So that they'll do the work.
But they won't do it.
They don't do it. You are going to pay free money due to negligence. How can you employ somebody and not pay the person?
How?
I mean, how? Zebaud by Yamisani unprofessional behavior. Unprofessional. Amen.
Let's get into it, and let's start off from the doorsteps of Accra Hearts of Folk. They have been slapped with a 3-window transfer ban for failing to pay $150,000 Uncle Sam dollars to Mr. Hiddink. Now, Rene Hiddink served as a technical director at Accra Hearts of Folk. He was appointed in July 2023, but he parted ways with the club just 8 months after. Now, after his dismissal, he lodged a complaint with FIFA, which basically ordered Hearts of Folk to clear the debt within 90 days or receive what you would call a punitive directive. So the club failed to honor FIFA's 90-day ultimatum, and now they have been slapped with the ban. Now, if you followed the story, Mr. Hidding's lawyer was on Oyeripa FM. He's called David Winnie. Now, David Winnie has accused the Phobians of acting in bad faith. And let me quote some parts of his interview with Oyeripa FM. He says, Hearts of Oak acted dishonestly and sneakily. They knew the FIFA ban was coming, so they rushed player registrations. I will petition FIFA to dissolve the club. He added, the ban means that Hearts are literally banned from signing players both locally and internationally until that outstanding debt is cleared. Now, Accra Hearts of Oak have responded to this situation. They've released a statement. Let me introduce the guys to the show. Shout outs to the Rabbi, aka Niaba, aka Sheikh Altani. I'm still holding out hope that one day the Qatari takeover will happen. Until then, shout outs to Edem Kai, shout outs to Jamie Ta, and of course Gabi Afresh, Shiny Brother one, Shiny Brother 2. We appreciate you guys. Talk to me about that statement released by Hearts of Oak. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, shout outs to you guys as well. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's keep the fun and the enjoyment going. If you are listening to us via radio, you can text into the show via text, WhatsApp, and Telegram 0549 986 996. You can also get to me on Twitter at Kojon KT. I use the hashtag Sports Panorama. Gabi, what's Hearts of Oak saying with regards to this ban?
Okay, I think that quote you read from Hidding's lawyer,
David Winnie,
has actually now made me to understand part of or except of that statement Hearts of Oak put out.
Okay.
And that is
remain calm.
Yes. Remain calm. And not even that. They say that okay, so Chelsea 1-1. Nice one. Well
Charlie.
And we're champions, you have to behave.
Let me see the goal.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see the
watch
goal.
it.
Very bad. This Jesse.
It be the Jesse.
Me, I like this jersey. I don't know what you are talking about.
Is it a training kit or the main kit?
This jersey was cool like 10-15 years ago.
West Ham with all this.
Or is babe?
Such a West Ham goal to consider. Anyway,
Assist.
yes, please talk to us.
Yeah, so that statement, except of it, say that importantly, we wish to clarify that our current player registrations had been completed prior to the enforcement of this ban. Therefore, there will be no immediate disruption to our squad or competitive commitment. So it takes me back to the point I raised about Hidding's lawyer.
Okay.
It means that clearly Hearts of Oak knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Because I was telling my colleague
He had obviously received letters.
Yes, I was telling my colleague here that who sat down and wrote this statement. Charlie, wait, drop this. See, let's stop joking in 2025. Hearts of Oak, they can do better. I say so because some month back, we had a similar, Hearts of Oak had a similar issue with one player.
Yeah. Involving New Dubiase, I believe.
They solved that. And this.
Yeah.
And I say that it looks like they think they are smart to run away from this past marriage that they've had with their people they've worked with, i.e. players or coaches. This is Rene Hindick.
Yeah.
2-1.
When I dug deep,
Hey, what's going on here? Okay, hold on, listeners and viewers. There's something going on with the show.
Now Chelsea players, what's about it? Why should go like that?
What's the one task?
What's going on center? Who shall go?
Look at full crook. Look at full crook. Nah.
What are the Chelsea players?
West Ham, we are eating good. Anyway, Gabi, please go on with me.
So I say talking about the fact that Hearts of Oak, they think that they can run away from these. And you know, Rene Hindick is Gosedin's brother. Yes. And in 2023, it's not too far away. Just in 2025.
Yeah.
2023, at the time, their head coach was Abubakar Atara.
Yeah.
So he was brought in. I mean, Hindick was brought in, come and supervise what Ouattara was doing, that marriage did not work.
As a technical
As a
director.
TD,
Technical director.
what stopped Heart of Folk from doing their part of the job? If you've terminated someone's contract,
I don't think anyone is offside. That should stand.
Don't worry, we'll update it.
if you've terminated someone's contract, I think it's fair enough to compensate.
Yeah.
Because
compensation.
there was an initial agreement,
Yeah.
whether it's word to word or paper to paper or whatever it is, that I've employed Yao Eje Minta as TD of Heart of Folk, and I'm working with Yao for the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
If in 8 months into my 2-year contract with the club, I think that Yao is not good enough, you're not saying don't sack them.
Yeah.
Sack the person, but make sure you do your part of the job, which is compensate whoever you sacked.
Yeah.
And then they sit aloof, go on and register their players, thinking that they are smart, and that's why his lawyer would say that, because in their smartest way of doing things,
Yeah.
they think that this will go under the radar of FIFA. They are even lucky it didn't end up at CAS. They are lucky it didn't end up at CAS. And it takes me back to the management of the people behind this. I said to Yao again that, look,
Yeah.
as for Togbe, he'll do his side of the job by still investing, by still doing whatever, and hoping that this club would get to the level they used to be, i.e. competing in Africa, rubbing shoulders with the top boys. But you have employed people who would oversee the day-to-day affairs
Yep.
or running of these clubs, i.e. I'm signing players or letting players go and bringing in coaches. These people who are under Togbe, are they not supposed to be asking themselves a lot of questions? They have. Because on your CV or your track record, in the last few months, you've been hit with back-to-back threats from FIFA,
Yeah.
which doesn't speak very well of you. Already, our clubs in Ghana here are beginning to lose that, what's the name? Credibility. In terms of how they can even be competitive or rubbing shoulders with other people. And then this. So I find this statement very, very funny. This statement from House of Folk.
I'll do something very interesting.
Listeners,
for
if you are
right now.
wondering, just go to our X handle, City Sports GH, and go and read the statement and see that what House of Folk have put out there. If it sits well with you, reach out to us and let us know.
Let me do something, right, Gabi? Let me do something to expose what I think is gross mismanagement and literally a scattergun approach by Heart of Folk to how they do things. Let me pull something out for you to see something. So let's go to Ghana Web. Friday, 28 February 2025. High Court orders Heart of Folk to pay 108,637 Ghana cedis to former official Charles Kwarteng. I'll just read the first paragraph. Now, the Crown High Court has ordered Heart of Folk to pay an amount of, that I said, to their former commercial affairs manager Charles Kwarteng over wrongful dismissal. This is the first one. Let me go to Ghana SoccerNet, 4th January 2023. Heart of Folk default in compensation to former coaches Hamza Obeng and Eric Amponsa. Ghanaian Giants Heart of Folk are yet to pay a combined $12,000 compensation to former coaches Hamza Obeng and Eric Amponsa after the December 30 deadline elapsed. The two coaches will go back to the Ghana FA to enforce the decision of the Player Statutes Committee. Let me just leave that at that. So let me close these two tabs and let me open another one for you. Oh, goodness gracious. This one here. So Ghana News Agency. It says this is dated let me see, 19th July 2023. FIFA directs House of Folk to pay $14,000 as compensation to former coach Slavko Matic. Now, the Federation of International Football Association has ordered management of Accra House of Folk to settle a $14,000 debt owed former head coach Slavko Matic. There's one here even on David Duncan. I don't even want to go all the way that back.
And
But
you see,
this is it. This is, I've just literally drawn
A timeline.
a timeline for you
Yeah.
of this type of behavior
Update.
We don't need the update, please. There's a show going on. We don't need the update.
Chelsea too.
That update helps nobody. That update helps nobody.
That was a clear foul. I don't know why the referee.
Are they going to review this? Ref, we need to go back to this thing and look at it again.
No review.
Anyway, so basically, House of Folk have had a trajectory of doing these things. Finish for me.
My final point is that it takes me back to this thing we've been saying about the local clubs when they sign players.
Yeah.
You know, prior to every new season, we'd see about 10 players. They leave the club and then they bring in about 12 players. And out of these 12 players, they have just 1 or 2 year contracts with the club. Then later, the club comes back and say that they don't want the services of these players again. Fast forward, we'll have these same players coming back and say that they were treated unfairly by these clubs. I think we've had a lot of players, both Kotoko, Heart of Folk, even some of the other clubs, Samatex, BBN, some whatever, because we are not doing things right in this country. When it comes to these things, we are taking these things for granted. How many times would you hear this kind of stories from the European leagues or the people we say that we want to mimic their standards? We don't. So for Hearts of Folk, look, I would want to say this should be the last when it comes to this kind of stuff, because it's not good for a club of this magnitude.
Oh, it will not be the last, boss.
It is not good for the eyeballs. And wherever they have to find
for their own pockets.
Wherever they have to find the money, they have to do it and pay. Mr. Hiddink.
I don't know, man. Look, let me just say that Accra Hearts of Folk, I'm always at a loss as to what's actually going on at Accra Hearts of Folk. It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. It's always like that at Accra Hearts of Folk. And like I just drew a timeline, they have a history of making dubious appointments, and then halfway through the appointments, they somehow figure that this is not the direction which we want to go
anymore,
and they won't go. Most often than not, it is after less than a year.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of due diligence are you doing? What kind of environment are you creating for these people to come and work in? And when the relationships go sour, please pay the people off. I mean, look, it's okay that you have a big pile of debts that you cannot probably clear like instantly, but sit with the people involved and strike a deal with them. These things don't need to make headlines. Like, the more headlines you have like this, the more your reputation gets damaged. The more, I'm sure FIFA is tired and sick of seeing the Accra House of Folk
in 2025
they are tired.
In 2025, I'm sure they've seen about 4 of these issues.
Look, we need to do better than this. Let me let Coach have a word on this, and then we'll wrap it up.
Gabi, in his brilliant submission, said it should stop.
Don't stop.
How can it stop?
Don't stop.
There's only one way to get that to stop. Change those people who are running the day-to-day affairs of the club. Simple. Because if it's the same people there, and the thing is recurring repeatedly, the same thing over and over. Today you are cheating somebody based on the player. You have to pay some money you won't pay. So how can you not employ somebody and not pay the person? How? Which institution does that? You've employed the person, and this is an expatriate we are talking about here. Who brought him down? If you know you couldn't pay him, why bring him down from where he was or from where he was staying to this place to come and do your work for you? And look at the position. He came in as what? A technical what?
Director.
Technical director.
Yeah.
How can you decide to employ somebody as your technical director and not pay the person? How can you do that? I mean, look, for me, I don't know, but it speaks volumes of the caliber of people running the team, their understanding about the modern game, and
pay the compensation.
The lack of structure. This is lack of structure. Because I don't think, or what is shocking to me, that a team like Hatsufo sees the need to employ a technical director.
From the Netherlands.
Start with the man.
Yeah.
Interview the man.
Now the new TD
put forward a pay structure.
Watara.
The man accepted The pay. You brought him in, signed the contract, he started work, and then all of a sudden you decided that
You don't want him
to
again.
pay. You don't want him again, so you are not going to pay him. That's the best way to sack him from the country. If this is your mindset about football, you always, and the painful thing is that whether they like it or not, they will pay the money.
Yep.
At the end of the day, you can only pay the money quick and lift the 3 windows ban. If you delay, you will pay, and you cannot subject yourself to double punishment. You cannot do that.
You take
Back in the day. Back in the day.
You cannot do that.
Names of talkatives.
So who are those people running this thing and they don't see? Is it, look, if that was their personal property or that was your personal money that you were, would you be spending your money like that? If I am working and Odote is paying me, Akambe is paying me, would they permit me to work in the manner in which all the time I'm coming back to them with problems where I'm being forced to pay fine and all those things? You cannot do that. And look, and it is not only about Hasselhoff. The Ghanaian teams, how many of them have got proper structure? They don't have it. We still live in this country where teams, individuals are paying players on behalf of teams from their pocket. What is this?
There's a certain club that is very notorious for this.
Of the playing body, there are certain big men that have been assigned to pay some of certain.
Every player belongs to a certain big man's camp.
Big man camp, so he pays them because he brought them to the team.
Charlie.
If that is the way you are going to run football in this country, then sorry. The House of Folk, you should go and pay the money. At the end of the day, where the matter has gotten to, you have to pay. That which you decided not to pay, you have been compelled to pay. And look, like Gabby said, I wish they will stop that. But me, I'm of the view, for as long as the same elements are those running the club, these things will continue to happen. But this is not the first time. This will not be the last time. Pay the money and continue incurring more debt for Toby to pay. At the end of the month, go and collect your pay and chop.
Imagine.
I just want to say one last thing before this moves on. It's similar to what coach is saying, and it's not just even for Hasselhoff. It goes to all the Ghana Premier League clubs. Hasselhoff is just the example now because their matter has come up now. You can't keep doing the same things and expect different results. It doesn't work anyway. We want our football to improve. These kind of things can't be in our football if our football is going to improve. Like you can't have it one way or the other. You either do the right thing and get the right results, or keep doing the wrong thing and you keep getting these results. So it's not even just the House of Folk, just the Ghanaian clubs in general, the whole football ecosystem. Let's try as much as possible to try and do the right things when it comes to our football, because when the football works, it doesn't work for just you, the football people. It works for all of us, everybody in the ecosystem, to the fans, to everybody. Everybody's happy. So let's just, like, House of Folk is one of our biggest clubs. Letterhead shouldn't be getting to FIFA about them involving scandals every 2 to 3 months. It's ridiculous.
Charlie, that's what happens. Let's talk about the coaching change at the Satellite. So the team that used to be led by Desmond Ofer has now transitioned to Maxwell Konedu. So Konedu will be Black Satellite's head coach now. Konedu has some decent experience in the local scene. He's been Black Stars assistant manager, I believe, on at least two occasions. He's coached the Chan team, despite not thriving with them. Failed to qualify for 2 Chan tournaments. He has some way, somehow, an anointed head. And so here he is again.
You have to add his successes in the Wafu too.
Which one is that? Which success was that?
The under 20, the Black Galaxy.
Yes.
Yeah, the Wafu.
2013, 2017.
Is what he won the
Wafu.
Yeah, he won
Wafu.
the one he beats Nigeria. Yes.
It's Wafu.
No, but you are mentioning his debut.
Fair game. So he won the Wafu. Okay, cool. He's been given the Satellite's job now. Let me start with you on that one, Yao. Ofer out, Konedu in. Oil on my head.
I bet it's not me the affair. So.
Major oil on your head. I mean, take oil.
God, give me some of this anointing. Give me some of this anointing.
Very thick, very pure. Very pure oil, because
he can do no wrong.
Yeah, the kind of appointment that he's had over the years, with very below average returns. honestly, he getting this job after seeing what Desmond Ofer did with this squad, and Ghana being very close to progressing to the World Cup.
Yeah.
And for the record, we haven't played at the FIFA World Cup since we last did in 2015. And so, if you are going to appoint a coach for the under-20 national team,
Yep.
you need to have a situation where he is going to be a teacher and someone who is very good or brilliant, imparting young, aspiring footballers with the right foundation, with the right basics, with the right fundamentals on the game or about the game. At this point in his career,
But what's going on in that game over there?
Esteval is doing Esteval things.
West Ham, they are a useless team.
It's Val.
Kale West Ham don't get relegated.
They are not running. They are not doing anything.
How do you take the lead so early and go down 3-1 before them?
Did you see Esval?
You see the Brazil.
anyway,
Listeners, it's 3-1
for Chelsea.
in the game between West Ham United and Chelsea. I think Enzo Fernandez.
Look at the lack of movement in the West Ham team.
The
Look
one
at
two
them.
with the lap as well was
Omwada.
Just look. Look, Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka, he's done it twice. Sleeping on the job. Anyways, at this point in his career, Maswell Kunedu impaired his record. Maswell Kunedu is best served coaching at the senior level, not at the junior level. So, look, for instance,
Make you Black Stars assistant twice just to become under 17s head coach.
So, he won the Ghana League with Kotoko. He won the FA Cup with Nswatreman. He went over to South Africa, did some jobs over
Nearly
there.
took in Legon Cities to relegation.
Yeah. So those things, that's where he does well.
I'll go home if I was them.
And even with this, and I've been on record to state that even with the Accra Hearts of Oak appointment of Didi Dramani, I have my issues with it.
Yep.
Because Didi is a teacher at best.
Yep. He's a development coach.
He's a development coach. That is his strongest point. So you put him at the base of your football pyramid and have him build it from there. Then have someone take over from it.
So you rather did he get this job?
Oh, we have said it. The day House of Folk announced his appointment, I'm on record. I've said that this is an odd fit. That yes, Didi Dramani has a very good technical acumen, but that acumen is best served at the base, at the football base of the football pyramid. It's the same with Maswell Kunedu, but inverted. Because if you put Maswell Kunedu at the base, I honestly don't believe you are doing the next generation of Ghana football stars the best of service. Because his profile is better suited for players who are a bit more fun with their football personalities and profile, not at the budding stage. And to make matters worse, is the assistant coaches who have been appointed.
Johnson Smith.
Charlie has been appointed.
Wait, hold on. I applied pressure. I put in pressure and pressure right there.
Johnson Smith has been appointed as one of the assistant coaches.
I need to find that key.
No, has been appointed as one of the assistant coaches to Maswell Kunedu at the Ghana and national under-20 men's football team.
Charlie, that makes no good crowd. Abdullah Ghazali, second assistant.
You get it. And so when I see the profile of these coaches being appointed to serve in these teams at the national level, it hurts because it's a misfit. It's a bad fit. It won't work. And even if it works, as in terms of maybe us progressing to the World Cup, I don't think long term it helps Ghana. Because, like I said, the kind of profile that they have, it is not best suited to develop the next generation of Ghanaian football talent. So, in the short term, we might end up getting some success, some level of success. But in the long term, the success will be quite limited, and we won't be able to maximize the potential that we have in these talented boys, because Ghana talent abounds everywhere. And so for me, this appointment is a no-no for me. And the backroom staff that they've assembled to also double down on my assessment that this is a very bad hire and a very poor fit for Ghana's national under-20 football team. So for me, I don't commit this move. I am not impressed with this appointment, and I am very, very disappointed with whoever made this decision to hire Maxwell Kunedu as Ghana's national under-20 men's football team head coach, backed by assistant coach number 1 Johnson Smith.
He will apply pressure.
Ben, just a quick one.
You will put in pressure to get pressure. Anyway, Gabby, please talk to me about Kunedu.
You know what the appointment tells me, or the recent appointment of our national teams? You know, the U17 to has seen a shake-up there. Prosper Gomez, the head coach. I think we are struggling to differentiate between developmental football and professional football in this country.
No, we are not. The people who are doing it, they are not struggling. They know what they are doing.
Okay.
They know what they are doing.
I'm giving them
the benefit of the doubt.
That's why I said we are. No, coach.
Fair game.
No, they deserve a third term after all this mistake.
Maybe to build the point, we will agree.
And I'm building that point. Because, look, the U20 team, after Zito in 2021, has seen about 4 changes when it comes to coaches.
1 year, 1 coach.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the fact that, I mean, what's the main objective of the junior national team? I think everybody around this table knows that it's mostly building up talent to feed the top. Trophy comes is a plus, right? The U20 in 2021 under Zito, we went to Mauritania, won the AFCON. Unfortunately for COVID, we didn't participate in the World Cup. I thought a lot of people were impressed with running and tracking free.
Yeah.
Zito. And so would have kept up with continuity, let him stay maybe for a 4-year cycle or some sort. And then we'll let him go. Zito, Shea, and then we brought Desmond Ofe. He took us to the African Games, did a few magic.
In the crucial game, he looked more scared than
me. And I thought that the team, because look, when Desmond, when the appointment was done, a lot of people were questioning that where is he from? Zero idea about coaching in Ghana from Belgium, came in. I thought that he steadied the ship a bit. We were on the right path, and then there's a change, and then you brought in Maxwell Kunedu. Like he mentions, go and look at his track record when it comes to coaching. He's done a lot of professional coaching, dealt with a lot of the pros, done young talent. And I'm sure that I've not been to or sat in a coaching class. I'm sure that when you're talking to pros, coach is here. When coach was coaching the southern sectors in the All-Star Festival, Ben asked him, did he say a lot to the players? He said, Pate, brushing, chiami, you know what to do.
I don't need to say
young talent, you have to see a lot of things into their head.
You are literally forming their football habits.
Good, formative, yes.
As you said,
these young footballers. And you are telling me that Maxwell Kunedu, after his stint with U23, assistant Black Stars, Kotoko, Legon Cities, in Swatreman, now he should come and take our U20 team to the next years. I tell you what, in the next 1 year, we'll come and sit here and we'll say Prosper Ogum is the U20 coach for the satellite. You will see.
Which
and I am tired of this. I'm tired of this recycling. So are we telling? You are telling the whole world that we don't have. Is what Calfline since A, right? The plenty coaching whatever they've done.
Too many.
We don't have young talent. I thought
if you don't belong to.
If you ask me, let me finish up.
Okay.
Before I forget, if you ask me, I thought that look at that setup.
Yeah.
The setup has got Ghazali and Johnson Smith. Cool. Ben, if you ask me, I think I'll give the job to Ghazali.
But I thought it was with
Hamza is with Ben, see, Hamza or Ben, somebody who's been Samuel Bodu's whatever
assistant
for 2 years or 3 years or whatever. He's grown. He went to Vision FC and stuff. You are telling me that he can't. All these young coaches we've had, what's this recycling of? Now, we've even lost count of who, if not because there's our job and we follow it. If you ask the ordinary Ghanaian that who is the current head coach of Ghana's under-17,
I don't know.
I'm sure the person would have stuck with Lai Kingston because of what he did.
Yeah, so Joseph Smith
U17
and Wilfred Dorman appointed assistants. Yeah.
Joseph Smith, Wilfred Dorman. I think yes. Why not him?
Smith, the pressure man.
So I'm tired of the recycling of, and it's the same thing with our GPL clubs. One season, Coach Nimli is with Kotoko. The next season is with Dreams. The following season is with Instruction One. The following season is with Legon Cities. Like, Charlie.
You see, if you don't belong and you don't dance to Keto Kriku's team, you don't get appointment into the national team. Of course. Wilfred Dormo. Is he not the head coach of Dreams FC?
Yeah, he is. He's now. I think he took that
He
job.
is the head coach.
And he's the head coach, and then he's the assistant coach.
of National Under
What
20.
sort of thinking is this? What sort of thinking is this? Put that one aside. No more Dormo, you know your Mingabu.
Oh, Charlie.
He's my very good
Our,
friend.
our good friend Wilfred Dorman.
Max Kunedu and Desmond Ofel, who should be assisting Otuado. If you want,
Question for the gods.
if you want to arm the Black Stars technical team, and you think Otuado, who should be that coach that Otuado will respect enough as, although I'm the head, but
You respect the opinion.
That's
You are-
Maxwell Kunedu.
Maxwell.
of course,
Yes. As somebody will even say Maxwell should be the head.
even Maxwell should be
Otto
the
Lennon.
head for Otto to assist. Come on, Jay Lemiona, ke Oleni.
Oh.
Yes. Jay, call Oleni.
They say what born.
Look, they don't pay people there. That's why Desmond Ofel will not, having tasted what goes on at the Black Stars. You want him to come down to the under 20 on Bada.
Oh, but he doesn't appoint himself. So his boss either elevates
We
or.
know who Desmond is to Keto Kriku.
Ah.
But Desmond, in terms of coaches here in Ghana, if we were to go, I'm in favor of what has been done. If there's a bright spot somewhere and you can elevate, you elevate him. But make sure he goes through proper elevation. He experiences, you see, you allow him to experience the rudiment, the mechanism,
Go
the
through the mill.
step-by-step process to the end product. We were all very happy when Desmond was appointed the under 20 national team coach. Isn't it? I sat here and I said, this guy, leave him there for at least 4 or 5 years. Let him work. As a country, we will reap. He worked, and we all saw that Desmond was not allowed to do the job. I mean, I came here and I blame. I said he should be fired. I said it after we failed to qualify for the under 20 because he did too many things wrong. I believe that the Desmond I know should have at least stand his ground and make sure he selects players that will fit into his system and go and play. Look at the selection that went into the under 20. Look at the haphazard manner in which we did our things for which we failed to qualify to that tournament. Players who didn't deserve to be there. Players that were used, who had taken the team, played through the qualifiers, and at the time of qualifying to the tournament, they were on form when the tournament was. But we dropped them for Ketukriko players. Somebody sat down at Barcelona whole season. He couldn't play even 30 minutes. They brought him to come and play. True or false? They brought him to come and play. They went and took Ama Mahama. What is the name of that player?
Mahama.
Ama Mahama.
No,
we
it's
were
not
told
Ama.
is the news to the president brother. He didn't even, the game that we're comfortably leading, that way he came and played 3 minutes. When we were needing players to come off the bench to rescue the situation for us, you know, Desmond didn't even see him.
Did you see what Desmond was doing on the bench? He was doing like the way Kent was doing when he went to the Joe FM studio. He had called in the
Desmond
was hiding. He was hiding in the dugout. When the going had gotten tough, he was more scared than the players on the pitch. He was hiding.
It's because when he turns, come on, these are not my men. In such difficult situation, I cannot trust these guys to rescue the situation. So now you've brought Maxwell Kunedu. I agree 100% with the submission of Yao. Maxwell has gotten to the stage where he cannot come down.
Assistant Black Star coach twice. Come on, man.
He cannot come down to.
Come on, man.
And if you have decided to make him even the head coach, who are those assisting him? It's very, very important. No, but if you are not glued to Ketokreku, you cannot be of help to this country. Wilfred Dormer, my good friend, head coach of Dreams FC, change to be the assistant coach of that under-20. He was assistant to what? Zito. He was assistant to what? Just say, you don't, what is this? Is this what the third term that you are seeking to have? Is that the appointment?
He says he's not going. He says he'll make that decision.
You've already failed woefully, abysmally, shambolically.
Premature.
In
He says
everything
it's
you have done.
premature. You make
Premature.
We are here now.
That's the key word.
Prosperity will judge all of us. Whether it was a premature question or not, we'll see.
Ghana was the one who has
Premature.
premature.
He didn't say the question is okay. It's a premature question.
The last, like your wife said it, the last time we took part in this under 20 was way back
2015.
2015. We are in 2025. 10 years ago. And people are there and they don't see why they should now do things right for us to qualify.
No, they don't.
You are jeopardizing the future of the Black Stars. You are virtually depriving the Black Stars of proper. Look, that is one of the reasons why the Black Stars have struggled over the years.
That was even going to be my point, because that is the direct bridge
That's
between
direct
our
bridge.
youth system and the national
Exactly.
team. If you are messing up that place, you are messing the future of Ghana football up.
The last time we had proper transition from under 20,
Yeah.
we all saw the benefit. From the Dede Ayu group to
Samuel
the Free
Nkrumah,
Accra group
Daniel
to
Opare.
the Alfred Duncan. We all saw the benefit. We benefited immensely.
Yeah.
Jama pay mokwe jame. Like I said, and do you know the icing on the cake? Just as was done to Desmond, Ketokreku will not allow Max Okunedu to be himself. We will be here in this country when Max Okunedu first list of players will be released. You see. You will see. I told Desmond, and I repeat, I told him that look, no more, I will support you, but the day I see that your selection is being influenced by Dreams
You will call
FC
him out.
selection, I will call you out. Maxwell is my boss. I respect him a lot. He's my good friend. I talk to him. I did somebody who I can go to his house. He and myself would sit down and eat together. I'm saying it here. I don't agree with this appointment. I think they should have brought back Desmond, or kept Desmond with under 20 and take
Kunedu rather.
a mature head, an experienced tactical brain to go and sit with Otuado and get him to understand when things are going. Look, Maxwell worked with Akwesi Appiah.
Tezic.
Maxwell worked with Akwesi Appiah. He worked with another assistant. I've forgotten the name as an assistant. He's experienced.
Is it not Milo?
Yeah, I think
Milo, he worked with the Chan. He took the Chan team to the final some time ago. You remember in
2013.
South Africa. He's won the league with Kotoko. He's won the FA Cup recently before he went to South Africa. You bring him to under 20. Maxwell, Bosu, I'll be watching. Don't allow K to influence you. If they say that is where you have to, I think this is your last chance
With our national teams.
with our national team. That is what I think, because I don't think if this does not work out, I will come here to support Maxwell Kunedu to be given any other appointment with any of our national teams.
So I've just received a breakdown, like Gabi tried to say. He said there have been almost 4 coaches. But so this is it.
Yes.
So 2020, 2021, Karim Zito. 2021, 2022, Samuel Boedu.
Bonja, come on.
22, 23,
I forget Thompson.
Karim Zito came back. 23, 25, Ofe. 25, Kunedu. He says clearly no plan for youth development. This is from
Absolutely.
our good friend Seidu.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Seidu.
Absolutely.
And Kunedu is 52 years old, though. Kunedu is 52 years
Absolutely.
old.
Mene nani ya mi, leo nani ya mi. Wale mene nani. Wale. That's what we know.
Land for me, let me take a break.
I mean, what I'm saying is simple. I don't think this is the best appointment for that level. I would have called. In fact, Desmond, look, he's like gold to Ketokreku. And when somebody is like that, that is one of the reasons why you should guide his progress.
Yeah.
Bring him back to the number 20. I would have sat Desmond there and sat Maxwell there and sat Otuado there. Now my bisa Desmond. Only Otuado, Maxwell is more experienced than you. Because look, we need proper heads for the Black Stars.
We do.
We don't look. What is the experience of Desmond?
From Belgium to you.
He doesn't have any major proper experience for him to be the technical brain guiding Otuado. No, come watch a World Cup USA.
Just in case Otuado has to go and a deputy has to step in.
Desmond come and step in front.
So proudly brought to us by Cowbell Coffee. Let's take a quick break on the show. When we come back, I'll read some of your messages, YouTube, and also text. Don't go anywhere. Sports Panorama is on 97.3 City FM. Stay with us.
City 97.3 Accra. Big things are happening. Cowbell Coffee is giving you the chance to win big in the Cowbell Coffee with you every moment promo. Brand new Suzuki Jimny SUV. Cash prize. All expense paid luxury trips to Zanzibar or South Africa. Smart TV, smartphones, free Netflix subscription, PS5 consoles for the gamers, and many more. Just buy 10 promo sachets of Cowbell Coffee. Find the unique codes inside the sachet and dial *713*27# or scan the QR codes on the sachet, which takes you to a microsite to enter your unique code. 10 sachets equals 1 entry, and boom, you are in. So hurry, buy your favorite Cowbell Coffee, sip and win. Charlie, look sharp, it's your moment to shine. Cowbell Coffee, with you every moment. Promo runs from July 15th to September 15th. Terms and conditions apply. This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated by the NLA on a Caritas lottery platform.
94, 95, 96, 97.3 City FM. It doesn't get any better than that.
Welcome back, Sports Panorama. Benjamin Iketia here. So proudly brought to us by Cowbell Coffee. And Cowbell Coffee, they say that you should go out there and enjoy the goodness of Cowbell Coffee. Let me just quickly, so big things are happening. It's giving everyone the chance to win something amazing. So Netflix subscriptions, so you can Netflix and chill with the home girl, PS5 consoles for the gamers, smart TVs, phones, laptops, cash prizes. Charlie, why are you people happy about this Netflix and so behave yourself over there, my brother? Cash prizes and even luxury or expense paid trips to Zanzibar or South Africa with a brand new Suzuki Jimny SUV. Charlie, this promo will be tasty. You see, just buy 10 promo sachets of Cowbell Coffee, find the unique codes inside, and dial *713*27#. Let me repeat that again. *713*27#, or scan the QR code on the sachet to enter your codes into the microsite. 10 sachets equal 1 entry, and boom, you are in. Visit cowbellcoffee.gh on social media for more information. Cowbell Coffee, with you every moment. Promo runs from July 15 to September 15. So it's FDA approved. Chance to get that Netflix subscription, chance to get that PS5 console, chance to grab that Suzuki SUV. Let's go into buying and selling mode. I have a few players I want on my team. Let's go.
Time. One place, May, for sale, 120 cheap. Don't come you, don't come me. We dey loan this player $1,000. Don't come you, don't come me. For this striker we can consider. Don't come you, don't come me. No they see you use. Tina Boka, don't come you.
Some ghosts are Sansa Taurus. Now on time she goes a prince of ghosts. Now on one yet drinks a Teves. And then your coach one come at home. A don that was so.
Don't come yo, don't come.
Let's go. It's don't come time.
Don't come yo, don't come.
It's don't come time.
Don't come yo, don't come.
Catch that.
Tina Boka, don't come yo, don't come.
Catch that. It's don't come time.
Medase. Before I go into any transfers, and I'm starting off at the doorsteps of my guy, Eberechi Eze, Charlie. See, I'm happy. I'm happy. Like it's my team that assigned a guy. Like nah.
They said the Eze they drive with the call come. You say yes,
Eze. Charlie, this is the place coach should be doing songs for. But he be doing songs for laments and all these unproven prospect. Anyway, I'm coming to that. This one is from Nitojo from Tema Newtown. He says GFA Hearts and Kotoko are the problem of Ghana football. They are not doing what is expected of them. GFA not putting proper structures in place. Hearts and Kotoko failing to buy the best players from the GPL to boost their teams. This one says, after watching United versus Arsenal last Sunday, it's clear that we, the Ghanaians, will feel good at the end of the season because we didn't play well in that match, but we still won at a ground that has always given us a draw or a defeat. Coach, what can you be now? Abdul Manan Seidu, aka Nimli from Bimbila. He says he's aka Nimli. He says but you know, but I'm coming to you on that game because you talked up a big you talked up a storm leading to that game. What close to 1 month of bragging.
But if you have keepers like Bayendi, what do you expect? We don't watch them.
But you know you had Bayende and Onana when you were still talking.
No, but you see, I never knew that these are things that. How can you be behaving like that?
these are things they'll be doing.
You see, we watched the game. Arsenal, you see, they were jubilating after the game. They didn't deserve to jubilate. Their best, Arsenal's best should have been a draw. And our worst should have been a draw. But it doesn't matter. The season is still ongoing.
Let's talk about that transfer. Eberti as a £67 million from Crystal Palace to Arsenal. What do you like about the transfer? What don't you like?
He's everything. A good player. He's a very good player. On the ball, he's the sort of player you want to have the ball in the final attacking third. But he's very composed. He doesn't rush.
Very skillful on the ball.
Very skillful. He protects the ball well. He waits for the moment. He sees the pass. He gives it to his teammate, and then when given the chance, he's very capable of striking the ball also from distance. But I think Arteta has got to do something on him. His contribution to the team without the ball. That is, for me, I don't like players who don't contribute when they are not in possession of the ball. If you look at where he's going to play in this Arsenal team, okay, I don't think he's a direct competitor to Odegaard.
I think Martinelli
is the one who is in big trouble.
He can play some central midfield also. So central midfield, left wing, more attacking.
10. You don't want him central midfield as a number 8 because he's lazy. He's lazy. And
he tucks in.
It's small footy. He wants things done on his own terms, on his own pace. You can do that when you have the ball. But when you don't have the ball, you cannot bring that to the fore. You need to do something completely different. That is what Arteta needs to work on. Again, if you put him on the left-hand side of the Arsenal attack, he's not got the pace to go past any fullback on the bar line. So what that then means is that if he's not going to get chance to play in the middle, he will have to cut infield. And to give Arsenal any form of weight from that end, it means one of the left back or whoever the left back of Arsenal is should be a willing runner, somebody who is ready to run back and forth. Do they have those players?
Yeah, they have.
I don't think they have.
Louis Skelly.
Skelly, that is not his style. He's a midfielder. He hardly go to the bar line. How many times have you seen him as a left back going to the bar line?
I feel like he started out as a left back,
as
right?
a winger.
As a winger.
Then he got.
I don't like what they are doing. They keep moving him around.
Yeah, I don't feel
we have watched him
development.
He's not as you cannot look at Skelly and say he's that sort of left back.
Skelly.
That will give you the width.
Yeah.
Because we've seen him in big games. Maybe I can give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe because Martinelli was there, and he wouldn't have to go and occupy the space with him. So these are the things I want to see. Eze on the left, he comes infield. Who gives Arsenal that width? It has to be the left back. And don't forget, that meant that when in the previously, they couldn't do that because they were committed Declan Rice to go forward. So the left back was shifting infield to add on to Thomas Partey, if you remember.
Yep.
But now, because of the Eze's transfer and the fact that he will be coming infield and the guy goes wide, what does that have? What happens to what? Declan Rice. So there's a whole new chemistry that they need to bring to the fore, and it needs to start working immediately. One thing that they cannot afford to do is to play like the way they play at Old Trafford last week Sunday. Anytime they put up such performance this season, they will, if they don't take it, they will lose. They should have lost the game. There were two very important things that happened in the game. I don't want to talk about the goal they scored against United. I think Bayandi should have been a bit stronger. But if you watch that game, there was a pass given to Bruno Fernandes where Zubimendi didn't touch the ball. He was the last man. He fouled Bruno. He should have been sent off. Again, that Matthias Cunha foul by Saliba in the box, I thought that was a penalty. All those things were overlooked, and they are not going to get that they're not going to get it like that again going forward, because if you have the head of the referee association, Harry Webb, coming to admit that indeed was a clear penalty that the referee overlooked, and because the referee were the people sitting in that room, they all have the team they support, those VAR people, they couldn't call and say that this was a clear penalty. Arsenal will have to play better. But look, in the nutshell, I think the move to bring Eze, because Kahaves has gotten injured, and we don't know when is he going. I hear 3-4 months.
After a couple of months.
For a couple of months, you need to mid-September when he comes back, because this is the second time he's gotten.
So we had a couple of months now. It's been revised to weeks. Charlie, the guys is in place there.
Let's see what happens. But look, it's a move I don't commit on condition that Arteta will bring the best out of him when he's not, or when Arsenal as a team are to chase and are to defend. I want to see what is it.
So Eze actually is an Arsenal academy boy. Started out the academy, was released at age 13.
And then a comment on Spurs. And what sort of kindergarten behavior towards that?
Man,
I'm so negotiated. The boy has agreed. Because of goodwill, let him go and play this last match before he comes.
You know
what sort of low?
Arsenal said, let us hijack the deal.
Man City.
You should have a habit of doing that.
Yeah.
William Chelsea.
Spurs know how to bot transfers. In fact, the only times when Spurs almost get a player is when they are the only guys chasing the player.
I feel like you guys are in
please situation. Spurs bought Morgan Gibbs White. Now they bought the Eze deal.
You know I say this because nobody predicts that Kai Havertz will get injured on a night and Arsenal scramble to win.
That is why Arsenal themselves were around.
Not even that with the Arsenal situation. In fact, they were actually waiting for Ethan Nwaneri to renew his contract, because before Spurs moved for Eze, it was Arsenal.
Arsenal have always had interest,
but Arsenal backed out after they finished the Madueke and Gyökeres team,
which is fair.
Last week, I said here that if I thought that 52 million pounds they spent on the Madueke, it should have been Eze, because clearly last season they needed somebody. I
can understand your point, but you see, you have the benefit of being like the guy with the strongest interest in the player. Finish the deal. How don't you finish the deal? And then the team that had minor interest in him just managed to get the player injured, come in, and they closed the deal within a short.
I feel what made Arsenal get the triumph in this is the fact that the guy
is an Arsenal fan,
an Arsenal guy through and through, and wanted to go back to the club.
That is a big
point. He didn't say no to Spurs. He didn't agree. That's the thing. He wanted to go. The problem is Spurs told Actually proposed to Spurs that
let him play the last game.
Let him play the last
and you know what's funny? You know what's funny, right? You know, I like Eze. I chanced on that interview when he was at Queen's Park Rangers, where he was asked about the fact that he's an Arsenal fan, but how would he feel, or would he ever rule out the possibility to play for Spurs? His interview training is top notch. Even though he's an Arsenal fan, he's a professional footballer. When he was asked that question, he says, you know what, I really don't know, because really the future can hold anything for you. And he was literally on the verge of signing Spurs. Some way, somehow, they managed to throw it away. They definitely bottled it.
But for me, I feel the biggest loser in this will actually be Martin Odegaard, not Martinelli.
How so?
Because Trossard has renewed.
Okay.
Trossard has renewed, and Odegaard's form has been worrisome from the.
He's captain though.
Yeah.
But they don't drop him.
That's the caveat. But ideally, Eze should be able to bench Odegaard, but he's captain.
Odegaard, Martinelli is benching.
What else I'm saying? He can play number 8. He can play some.
He's benching Martinelli.
Well,
and the thing is, you can have Odegaard Eze, and Declan Rice in the same team alongside Gyökeres and Bukayo Saka.
Fair.
If you play with 3 men at the back, which Arteta loves to do, 4 players in the middle, 2 inside forwards behind Gyökeres. But this time around, instead of having Declan Rice play as a central midfielder, you move him out wide and have him play as a right wing back. It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but it works.
Crazy indeed.
It sounds crazy, but it works.
I don't think it's ever worked.
How
Arteta is not that right.
How does the shape go moving forward?
Moving forward. I mean, you have your 3 men at the back. Then you have your wing backs in Mouse, Lewis Kelly, and Declan Rice.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Declan Rice as a right wing back because of his ability to cross.
But he won't do it.
He will cross it.
No, but Rice will not want to play as a right wing back. That's what
He really want to play that position, but at the end of the day, even those periods where he was playing as a central midfielder, he was constantly drifting to the right side to defend.
They call that a mezzala. I think that's what they call that now.
Wait, let you understand that.
Yeah.
A midfielder drifting outward is different from
playing through. I guess what you are talking about is a rule. Is a rule they call the mezzala. So it's supposed to be like a DM with like they said to cover the wide spaces in the game.
Yes, but then
we saw that even a lot of Kevin De Bruyne when he went
even Party plays on mezzala
if you play with that 3 men at the back line, then you have Odegaard and Zubimendi in the middle with Declan Rice out on the right side, then Mouse Lewis Kelly on the left side. Then up top, you play Eberechi Eze and Bukayo Saka behind Gyökeres. Bukayo Saka as a left inverted winger or inside forward. Eberechi Eze, who is right-footed, on the opposite side. And those guys are the ones supplying the balls to Gyökeres.
So 3-4-1-2.
No, 3-4-2-1.
Okay.
Yes, and in that sense, you create enough weight to be able to generate crosses, and you get the sense that the runs of Bukayo Saka and Eberechi Eze, the ability to hold on to the ball and run with the ball, it opens things up in the middle for Odegaard and Zubimendi to be the ones to be able to supply and create chances through the middle. So in that sense, it can work.
I can't see the vision. I just don't like that side.
I doubt, like you said,
Arteta
is not radical.
He's not radical enough to do.
He always has his hand on the.
Arteta is very
on the handbrake.
He's very rigid tactically.
I feel like
just to add to what you have said, we saw Zubimendi at Old Trafford last week.
Yeah,
we saw the manner in which he struggled to cope with the physicality and the pace of the game. If you take Declan Rice away from him on the transitions,
he will get eaten up.
That's an open game.
They'll get eaten up in the middle. I believe so too.
So, but I think it's quite industrious. That's an underrated part of Odegaard's game. He's quite industrious.
But then if the team is set up this way, you need Odegaard.
And you see, I
don't necessarily need him higher. I kind of Saka and Eze.
I kind of understand what you're saying, but what you're saying is literally like an upheaval of their whole tactical setup into the season.
And that's why they don't win the league. If they don't adopt this kind of radical approaches, they don't win the league. Because I just feel
is there the need for that? What about just keeping the man on the left?
Yeah.
Let him play to his strength. Cut in. Somebody goes and declares.
Bench other guy, bro.
Somebody will have to taste the bench.
Somebody will have to taste the bench. And there's a player who,
if you ask me, right, I think it's Martinelli. you made a point.
You
made a point, and you talk about how Arteta can be rigid. Yes, he is.
He's super tactically rigid.
4-3-3. That's his preferred formation. The stats are backing it. He's hardly moved away from it.
With 4 defenders,
and that gives me a sense why Eze is in. If you look at, I just chanced on his Eze's heat map for Palace since 2020-2021. All right, it's more of a tagged-in formation, very close to Gyökeres.
Yep.
Bukayo Saka very close to Gyökeres.
Yep.
The percentage says what? Left attacking midfielder. 30%, and that's leading. It's split across from left wing attacking midfielder to whatever. And so it's Martinelli to the bench. Eze all day.
So you just use.
My only problem is that sometimes he can be wasteful.
Oh yeah.
I bet he is.
Yes. If you followed him at Palace, give him 5 chances.
Yeah.
He goes score 4 and score 1.
Yeah.
Now he's on Arteta to bring out the best because I think that also it's more of shared responsibilities when it comes to the goals. Because then last season, over reliant on Saka.
Yeah.
Now Eze has to take that. Gyökeres has to take
some
in
of
as much as they are taking it, they are supplying Gyökeres as well.
Yeah.
So for the front three, they have work to do. And like Jan says, if Arteta is rigid and he will continue to be rigid like that, you wish him more.
His game can be so
That's it,
difficult to
because
watch.
I just feel on days where Odegaard is not it, he should be able to take that
take a-
decision
yes,
and put Eze there.
and it's actually
Odegaard hasn't been it for a whole season.
Eze joining the team, right? It is more pressure on Arteta.
It is.
It is more pressure.
So I
On
looked-
Arteta now to win the title.
I looked at the rankings of the players. He's the 3rd most expensive signing in their history.
In fact, there was another chart, a graphics I saw in the ever since he came to us now.
Yeah.
He's now leading the chart for the team to have spent most on signings.
Yep.
Take leading almost like $1 billion.
Yep.
So Eze joining, yes,
Arteta
Eze
joining
joining.
is
I think it's more pressure. There's nothing like 2nd or 3rd place or 4th place.
Let me
finishing this season.
tell you people about some transfer story that makes me angry, and it's about how English teams who don't have money like to buy players who are not good or players who are overrated. So please tell me why Everton are close to agreeing a deal with Southampton for Tyler Dublin for 40 million pounds.
Agreed a deal.
40 million pounds. Tyler Dublin
Yeah, is that not your player you tipped
from
last season?
Southampton Football
You
Club.
tipped last season for one of the clubs to pick up.
Tyler Dublin in
Tyler Dublin.
Not for 42 million.
2024,
the price is
2025, played 33 matches, scored 2 goals, no assist, 6 yellow cards. Man had more yellow cards than goals and assists combined.
But he's a
He's a winger. He's a left winger, right winger type.
Better forward.
Coach, I'm sure you've seen Tyler Dublin.
Of course, I watched him.
Alongside Kamaldeen Suleiman.
Help Southampton go to relegation.
Oh, coach, that's unfair.
What
I
is
think he was one of the brightest chaps.
For the way,
Right with the 2 goals.
With 2 goals.
Two goals and then
Prospect.
33 matches. Gabby, I keep telling you on this show every day. If you put me, if you put me in 33 football matches and they give me supply, I will score 2 goals. What are you saying? Of course, 33 football matches.
The supplies must come.
The supply wasn't coming.
You see, so context. I mean, it has to do with personal.
Everybody can make that excuse.
If you look at
Talk to me about that signing,
I
coach.
think the money has gotten to where it is.
But 42
because he's English, and the English people sees him as one of their young prospects.
It's even the next
British
goal
tax.
scorer.
British tax.
So let's go and spend that money on him.
But in
But
British
if you look
talent.
at the boy personally, when he picks up the ball, he looks a bit decent. But look, I don't think he's gotten to the stage where a team like Everton, my old puppy used to say the Everton. Everton should be spending 42 million
How much is your transfer budget?
on a team like that. For somebody like David Moyes, a very experienced coach of that, a coach who understands the Premier League in depth, sanction that move.
So you said, give me
I'm
Tyler.
shocked.
Give me Tyler.
I'm shocked.
Without his
This
accent.
is a coach who turned down the likes of Thiago Alcantara and Cesc Fabregas and went for Fellaini and Mata. This coach, I mean, I'm shocked.
He says he was Tyler Dublin.
What does Dublin bring to Everton? What does he add? I look at this Everton team, and I look at the fact that
I'll come to you.
they don't have a genuine source of goals. Who is their goal scorer?
Beto.
Oh, many
See that guy to Canada. Me and that guy be the same standard.
I don't even think he and Moyes are on the best of 10.
But they've resolved it. Your options are limited.
I mean, Chairman hit form last day to the tail end of last season.
Zuku. If you have 42 million, you cannot go and spend it on somebody who add goals to your team.
Oh, you can buy like 3 correct players with 42 million.
Then you spend it on dribbling. This is the sort of signing that you can say that he's been brought in. They're hoping that
You become a star.
he will become a star. Then they will do.
Go.
Look at this useless keeper. He just catch
Ali,
the
that
ball
keeper, what's
and
the-
then- is it not the best
Moyes
ability keeper?
Moyes.
Charlie, when you let Caicedo get in on the goal scoring there, what's
Mr. Porter.
Where did they buy him from? From Leicester City.
If I see the keeper.
He looks like the Leicester City keeper that took the relegation.
Dead, bro.
But what sort of goalkeeping is this?
Oh man, West Ham will get relegated.
Goalkeeping.
7 goals conceded in 2 matches already.
There's supporters are already. Look at the supporters. They are going home.
Yeah, because it's not that those ticket prices aren't cheap.
I'm telling you, bro.
So they're not cheap. Pay money to come and watch this.
And where their stadium is, if you don't leave the ground early and they close the game, you have to walk from long distance to go and get the train. You go really stressed. Anyway,
it's fruitful yet. So for me, look, I don't think it's a move. Look at this.
Oh my goodness, that's woeful goalkeeper.
If you are punch the ball. Look.
No, this is a tap.
He's slapping the ball like Bayende. He's tapping the ball. Look at this.
Oh man,
what?
As if I'm tapping your forehead.
I'm sorry.
No, that's not
So
to be generated.
that's what the dribbling move. Not.
Adam,
I just feel he's a good player. From what I saw in the Premier League, he's not a bad footballer at all. I can understand why they won't sign a player like him, but I think Everton have more pressing issues than to shell out 40 million plus on budding talent. I would rather, like, if I was a club like Everton, I would rather spend that money on a player who is more established and can give me ready results. Somebody I know will come and hit the ground running, because we don't even know how he integrates into the team.
Serious.
If he comes, so
they think they'll get another Anthony Gordon to sell for 80 million.
I think that's the idea behind the deal. Sign him now for 40 million before somebody
he hits like 10 goals.
He hits like 10 goals, and we sell him for an 80 or overprice him.
I remember when United expressed interest in him some time ago. They started mentioning 100 million.
Yeah, they started quoting from 100 million. United backed out, and it's upsetting. But Everton will have to make sure that some of the things they are doing in this window will work, because there's new ownership, and I don't think they want to start their first season in the league on a bad note after moving to a new stadium.
Yeah,
and they weren't too far from relegation themselves last season. I don't think they want to be in and around that zone this season. So. Nice move, overpriced, but I can understand the sentiment of the move. So, yeah, I don't commit.
I don't commit, because the only bit of worry is the money. Because at the end of the day,
and for Everton, money is a big worry.
Yeah, it's a big worry, and they are projecting, because he's 18 years old, and you ask yourself, look, think about it, the market. If in 1 year he hits the market right now, he'll go for that kind of amount. But at the end of the day, he's coming from Arsenal.
Yeah.
Tyler Devlin is coming from Southampton. So there was no real need to be able to hedge your bet at that price. Yeah. That's the only bit.
Yeah.
But aside that, it's a very, very good move, because he's 18 years, he's very talented, and he's shown in the Premier League that he can produce and he can contribute. And when you look at the Everton line, the creativity in the team is very, very limited. If it's not Iliman and Diaye creating something, or once in a while Dwight McNeil, you practically don't have anyone creating anything. And so you want to widen your creativity options or choices. And so by bringing in this young lad, you achieve that aim.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, he's 18, he's young, he's very talented, and so you are looking into the future, projecting that, okay, this guy can come in and be able to do well under David Moyes. Another one.
Yeah, similar circumstances.
Yeah, Graham Potter's getting fired.
Look at the Chelsea team, man. Physically in the air, they are not one of the best.
Yeah.
And they are manhandling West Ham
with a very physical and tall team.
Look at the height of the West Ham players. Very, see, I told you they are very
the guy they collect plenty money, they shake your head for the sidelines. Come be serious.
And just to wrap up on this issue, at the end of the day, he's going to work under David Moyes, who has shown that he does quite well working with young, talented players who you can consider as prodigies, because we saw what he did with.
Look at the
because we saw what he did with.
Now. West Ham cannot head this ball. Look at it.
Oh, look! Man. Look, at the end of the day, David Moyes, we saw what he did with Wayne Rooney.
Not serious.
We saw what he did with Adnan Januzaj. We saw what he...
Januzaj.
Oh, no. What?
But Januzaj was talented he didn't live up to his potential. But he was talented at the point.
But what came out of it? Januzaj.
At that time, David Moyes had moved. He had been moved on from Man United.
Januzaj is not a major talent.
But the submission is around young. So
yes.
You say Wayne Rooney. You say I kept quiet. Don't put Januzaj.
The funny thing is that I understand both of them. I get
I'm not comparing Januzaj to Wayne Rooney.
He's just saying that at one point Januzaj was a young budding talent.
Januzaj is a simple, ordinary player.
At a certain point,
do you know how much money people purchased them for?
England, Belgium, Kosovo,
he came from
all of these countries were bidding for a signature.
Let's
that he commits his international football to those.
Let's stay on the point.
What happened to Januzaj?
Oh, I mean, he didn't live up to his standards. But that came after
when he said a player is true talent. We've seen talent.
No, coach.
Januzaj doesn't come across.
Hold on.
But not every talent.
What he was talking about is what Januzaj was projected to be when he broke out.
Him to be.
He was a big talent. I think Januzaj was even golden boy at the point.
Faru.
Yes, European golden boy. No, I'm serious.
What did he do to?
I'm serious.
Let me tell you that.
Because look,
you are digressing.
No, to allow you to finish it, let me help him. You see, when he said it was a true talent, Wayne Rooney, you understand?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I mean, a true talent.
No, but when Januzaj, I'm just telling you that when he was young, how he ended up, yes. But when he first broke out, the expectations for him were very high. I'm telling you.
That is where I have a problem.
His ceiling was even higher than Garnacho.
Oh yeah. That was big time when he was getting old. He was big time when he broke out.
No, but Januzaj, when he came, he came to the Man United team.
Yeah.
When United had proper experienced players to guide him.
True.
That one guy, he couldn't do anything.
Let's stay on the point.
Yes, with the Tyler Dublin I don't comment. I don't comment. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. The only reason why I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 is because
Dublin.
Yes, the only reason why I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10.
What's the mess up?
The money is bad. It's the money.
No, but I won't give Tyler Dublin an 8 though. I
because that's 42 million pounds. You could have gone in for Madueke at the time he was clearly not wanted by Chelsea.
Madueke won't play for him.
He will go. 42 million pounds.
Madueke.
Yeah, so that's my.
I need to see Madueke. He will go to Merseyside. He won't go.
Yeah. Was nominated for European
October 29, 2013.
Yeah.
Adnan Januzaj nominated for European Golden Boy
Award. Today, Scott McTominay has been nominated for World Best. That's the point I'm making. What had he? Anybody at all can go and be.
Let me read a few messages that we talk about.
Zukuni.
Don't do that. Anyway, this one here is coming from my good friend Bright Doe. Bright says that Eze is very technically gifted. However, he might become a Grealish when put wide.
That's my problem.
He can invert, but Louis Skelly must be ready to do the Balde job,
That is the point
which is hugging the wing for him with Eze. Odegaard can't be fooling around. I think you sum up my point perfectly.
I just feel like Eze's best talents are brought to the fore when he plays as a 10, not as a wide man.
True.
And I feel like the form of Odegaard is one of the reasons Arsenal don't have the cutting edge in the final third, even when they didn't have strikers.
Facts.
It's not even forget the striker.
When Odegaard was great, Arsenal used to score for fun.
When Odegaard was great, they were scoring for fun. When his form became iffy, they dipped.
Yeah.
So if it's going to persist this season, it should be a straight swap for me, if you ask me.
Capito. You want to bench Capito. Anyway, let's get into some Premier League previews for this weekend. Let me start off with a big game on Saturday. Early kickoff tomorrow is an absolute tasty one. When you go to Saturday morning, 11:30, we have Manchester City and Spurs. at the Etihad. Let me start with you here and go this way. Predictions for this game. What are you looking out for? Matchups.
Which
all
one?
of
The
that.
Spurs City
Yes,
game.
Spurs City.
Look at Souček and Malo Gusto. Gusto is heading the ball.
Souček is 6'4".
And Gusto is not even 6 foot.
As for West Ham, they need to flash out all the players in this team. They are all no good. Anyway, talk to me about that game.
I hope Spurs recover from their zealous in heading into that game because I mean they would have to get their heads back into that game, and I'm hoping that Spurs also build up on that performance we saw against Burnley. I mean, it's against Burnley, one of the newly promoted side that I have tipped to go back to wherever they came from.
Yeah, this is a true test.
This is the true test for Spurs, and the new signings, kudos especially Richarlison, put up that performance again against one of the toughest side in the league this season. On a part of Manchester City, I think they would also want to continue from where they left off. I love that performance from Tinya in Rangers.
Oh my God!
In that first game, and I think that
assist and pass behind the assist.
I saw a lot of people who were very in awe of what he was doing, and it just told me one thing, that people were not paying
attention to him
in the Serie A, because if you've watched Rangers for AC Milan.
Could be true. Could be that they don't believe in your ability to transfer your talent to a different league.
Great, that's another side of the conversation. But I think he was brilliant to watch. I hope that he continues that performance we saw in that first game, because I think people are still asking themselves a lot of questions. That does it fill in that Kevin De Bruyne role? Is he a box to box whatever crusher?
In fact, Reinders is a box to box midfielder.
Yes, and I think that's it, because I watched AC Milan's games and I was very, very excited with what I saw. Very confident with picking the ball from their own half and getting to the opponent's half. And I think that's what we'll be seeing from him a lot more. That's the talk from Pep to him. So I think it's going to be a good game. I'm hoping that Kudus gets onto whether it's the score sheet or the assist chart or whatever it is. I think it should be a good game. 11:30. Early kickoff. Anything can happen.
Tasty.
That should be good.
Let me take a tactical.
But City is winning though.
City to win. Let me take a tactical preview on that game from you. What kind of game are you looking at? Two Spurs, new manager, new set of players. Manchester City rebuilding phase. One big first game.
Hey, look, I think again, Man City,
who is Souček offside?
they defeated Wolverhampton 4-0.
Yep.
I still do maintain Wolverhampton is not the team to use to judge Man City.
I think they're also a relegation candidate.
Exactly, because they don't have, they've lost all their best players. I think Matthias Cunha and then the left back who now plays for Man City were two very integral, very important players of that setup that they've not replaced. This Man City team, without a doubt, will be tested tomorrow. And if I'm Thomas Strand, I will not play Richarlison. I will go for Solanke.
Okay.
Because Richarlison will not run off the ball. He want the ball played to him for him to block and so that he's strong. No. This Man City defense, they lack pace. How many times did we not sing the praises of Kyle Walker for bailing them out whenever they were exposed? You look at this back line of Man City. They don't have anybody like Kyle Walker. Last week on the Republic of Football, when we were doing the game here, we did say that there were moments all that Wolverhampton needed to do was to pick the pass, and they would have been through on goal. They delayed and they kept catching them offside like that.
Poor decision making.
So the point I'm making is that in midfield, we were told that Rodri and Co will be out for 3 months. All of a sudden, Pep come to the press conference to say Rodri and Co are available. I don't expect him to start though. But if you look at that midfield of Man City, the one they bought to replace Rodri, what's the name?
Nico Gonzalez.
Nico Gonzalez and Bernardo Silva and Tijani. Look, I will be shocked if Tijani has the sort of field day that he had last week
against Spurs.
Against Spurs. Because there's Paulinho, there's Ismail Assar.
Yep.
These are workaholics. These are proper midfielders who will rock your spines off you.
Paulinho especially.
You understand what I'm saying? So I want to see the battle in midfield. And I believe that if if Spurs can play to the strength, what is Spurs' strength? Getting the ball to Kudus, getting the ball to Johnson. I fancy Johnson against that Rico Lewis boy at right back. I think you put Johnson on the stretch, on the move. He beats that ball all day.
With cheeky ease.
And Kudus cutting onto his left foot against Anori. That's going to be an interesting battle.
Ryan Anori, he's barely a defender.
You understand? That's going to be a very interesting battle. And of late, Spurs have shown that they are one of the teams that can go to the Etihad and beat Man City and beat them good. Don't get me wrong.
Facts.
Man City have got Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
They've got Doku. A player are considered to be very unproductive. So, like I said last week, this Man City team, look, believe you,
they are not settled yet.
They are not settled yet, and they don't put fear in anybody.
Nah, they need to rebuild that fear factor.
The fear factor to me is gone.
True.
Because the likes of
KDB.
Aguero, KDB, David Silva, Bernardo Silva, and his prime and co, those years are gone. Rodri himself in his element, dominating midfield, reading the game, stepping in, making sure the tactical fouls are spot on, doing proper transition. They don't have those things again.
Yeah.
So I think we'll look at this Man City team tomorrow and say, look, they are playing again a proper team now.
Yeah.
I just hope and pray that Spurs will not go and show their true DNA of being so unpredictable and not doing the simple things. That's what I hope. Because at the end of the day, if Spurs can show any good preparedness, readiness to battle, I think we see Man City being exposed. But having said that, it is at the Etihad. The Spurs defender, the Dutch boy and the Argentine boy, I don't have my doubt.
Romero and Van der
We
Ven.
can handle Erling Haaland. And watch Man City. Now there's always nobody like De Bruyne to give him that one-time cross feed to
always
Erling Haaland.
bing, bang, bing, bing,
Erling
bing.
Haaland, first official game without Kevin De Bruyne, he scored 2 goals. Congratulations to him. But like I said, it was against Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, let's see how he will fare.
Fair game.
So I believe it's going to be a kill. But look, don't be shocked. Don't be surprised if Spurs were to go there and do what they've done to them the past 2 seasons.
Let me just touch you. I need you. Hey. Bayern Munich is thumping RB Leipzig by 6.
The game has ended.
6-0.
Harry Kane hat-trick.
Oh my God.
I just want to say about the Spurs City game.
Quick one on that.
I feel like this season we might see a little different dimension to Man City because of the addition of Pep Linders to their technical team.
Okay.
I was watching an interview Pep did earlier on in the week, and he was speaking about how he felt like his team lacked some things, and also in the transition that they are going through with new players. I think he wanted a new dimension to how the team operates. So he spoke about how it's really about what the direction that
with Pep Linders, the Liverpool guy.
Yeah, Liverpool guy.
Pep Linders he's a jigging
He went to he went to Leipzig.
He's
Leipzig, you know, far.
Yeah, Salzburg. He went to Salzburg. Salzburg actually.
Look at this guy.
As well as that, bro. You should score that. But I think with the addition of Linders, there might be a little dimension to Man City that we've never seen before in these years that we might see maybe starting from tomorrow. Because obviously that's a bigger team they are playing. But he should be scoring that. I don't know.
Oh my God. Anyway, let me do predictions and then we will settle into some shouts before we go. Let me start with you. You have a trip to Craven Cottage. What was the score?
A difficult game. But if you look at how well you played against Arsenal, this has to be a must-win game. If United win this game on Sunday, it propels them for the difficult game. What most people don't know is that Man United first 8 games, 4 is against the current top 4. There's Arsenal in there. There's Liverpool
let me
in
see
there.
that.
There's Man City in there. There's Chelsea in there.
Chelsea.
They play Fulham.
Okay, so you have a Burnley in between.
Yeah, there's a Fulham.
Then you have City, Chelsea, Brentford, Sunderland, Liverpool.
That's right.
Wow.
First 8 games. 4 is against the top 4. And for me, that is why I support Manchester United. I like these big games when they come around.
Charlie.
No two ways about that. They will show up. Once the big boys are in town, everybody will step up. And once you step up, we'll see. I expect Man United to go, because of late they've done very well at Craven Cottage. Even last season when the form was not good, that was one of the places they went and then they got three maximum points.
Everton
and Mbeumo and Shesko ready to start. I think cool 2 or 3 will be.
Shesko, that was a hard team to break down.
Anyway, they don't have Paulinho anymore. We'll see how that is. Anyway, Everton Brighton. Quick prediction on
Everton Brighton. Where's it being played at?
At the new Everton Stadium.
New Everton Stadium. Whew. Score and draw.
Yao, Palace Forest.
Palace Forest.
Palace
Forest. Palace win.
Palace win. Gabi, do Arsenal Leeds United? Arsenal at the Emirates.
Arsenal win. Arsenal 3, Leeds 0.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, correct score.
Yao, Burnley Sunderland.
Burnley
Sunderland. This is a tough more.
Burnley put in, be serious.
No, I'll go with Burnley.
Burnley.
Yeah, I'll go with Burnley. Yeah.
To bounce back, get their first win.
Yeah, get their first.
Adam,
home.
Brentford, Aston Villa.
Where is it being played at? Villa Park.
Nope. Brentford at home.
Villa should win that.
Hey.
Charlie Keith Andrews then go sack him. I forget safe.
Bournemouth Wolves.
At Bournemouth. What I saw of them last week. Look at Wan-Bissaka. He can't run.
And then there's a Monday night game, which is tasty.
That's the game.
Let me. I'll take everybody's prediction on that. Newcastle United, Liverpool.
You see, this game will be played beyond football.
I'm telling you.
Winner takes Isaac.
At the press conference of Mr. Slot, when he was asked about Isaac, he saw the smile. He smiled, then he said one thing that he knows will happen tomorrow. He doesn't need to think about Isaac. So Isaac would not play. But look, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Because Liverpool has a problem with their defense, I think it will be a goal-scoring game. Liverpool is very depleted at right back. There's no Frimpong. There is
no Bradley.
So last week,
Joe
Gomez, but the man Slot experimented with the Japanese international. It didn't work out. Quickly did some substitution and brought him in the middle, and then committed Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez at right back. I think if Newcastle can put the one they bought from Everton, what's that boy's name? Gordon, or the one they bought from Leicester City. Barnes.
Right, that guy, if he's fit.
And they run at
Barnes is fit.
They run at Gomez. Liverpool will be in big trouble.
I expect it to be Monday if he's still fit. That guy.
I expect it to be a scoring game. And most likely, I won't be surprised if it ends in 2-2.
Just quick predictors.
Newcastle United.
Newcastle win. Yao.
Yeah, slim Newcastle win.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gabi.
Yeah.
Massa. We don't have time.
I think Newcastle
win. Hey, 3 Newcastle wins.
Yeah.
Wow. Liverpool are not guessing that one up at St. James's.
And the house players will be fired up. The fans will be baying for blood.
To be the most
you'll be fired up. We'll bring water. Anyway, let's do a few shouts before we go. Let me start before I forget, because my good friend Dennis Nyako, our good friend and sports analyst, it says that
is it our own Dennis Nyako?
Yes, sir. He wants to wish a happy birthday. Says a happy birthday to my boss, Dr. Miles Hagan, head of projects and products.
Miles Hagan,
Team UMB.
Hey,
also, shout outs to the finance team at UMB led by Victor Dicro, Akwesi, and Clarkson. UMB for my hard guys. Charlie, you guys take them. Shout out.
Yeah, coach, I'll finish up with my boys. So.
Okay, so God willing, tomorrow is my marriage anniversary. And I've always said it. Oh goodness, God bless the day I met my wife.
Somebody heard you talk about laments at the start of the show.
That's right.
In the YouTube section, and he says Mrs. Nimley didn't stand a chance. Coach get moved too much.
God bless the day I met Aubrey. Thank you. I've been married to her for 15 good years.
Wow. You married early?
Yeah, early marriage is good.
How old were you when you got married?
I think I was around 29.
Oh wow. You try.
15 good years.
15 good years.
She's been a blessing.
Yes, sir.
She's been absolutely lovely.
Oh, Charlie.
Look, she's given me 3 beautiful girls.
Oh, Charlie.
And
girl dad.
And the intelligent level of the girls is amazing.
You're a chemistry boss now.
If you see how well they are performing academically, I am so honored. I'm so grateful to God.
Nah, you do.
And on that fateful day, when I said I do, I thank God I've never regretted. I will never regret.
Thank you.
Because I don't see
Lava boy Nimley.
I don't think there's any woman out there.
Oh, Charlie.
I die and I come back.
Oh, you do it again.
I see you.
Charlie.
Lava boy. I agree with the guy in the YouTube comments. He didn't stand a chance.
Romantic Nimley.
Charlie. My babe, my love, my peace.
Chemical Nimley. Everything. Thank you,
sweetheart. God bless you.
Oh, Charlie.
I love you, and my love for you has been rekindled.
Oh, Charlie, today is Friday. The weather is cold.
I need you to cut this part of the show to show the people who.
Mrs. Nimley.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you, Mrs. Nimley.
I'm also using this as an opportunity to encourage this. Gabi, Yao, and then Adam, and of course the boss himself. It's long overdue, especially when it comes to Nketiah.
This is how we close the show. Nimley, has finished with the shout-outs.
For my friend Stanley Kujo.
Yes,
Stanley, super friend.
Yes,
happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
He's an amazing person. He's been one of my solid rocks in my life from as far back as JSS till now. Solid guy.
So
well up to him.
Yeah, a big shout to the Euphoria Manfos inside Kaswa, Ohinewa, Euphoria Manfo, and Kofi Adabo Euphoria Manfo. A big shout to you guys. And a happy belated birthday to our in-house celebrity.
Don G.
And Don Ju.
Shout out to Julio. Yeah. One of our youngins on the sports.
Don Julio, aka Peanuts. Julio, aka Peanuts. Thank you. Big shouts to Don Julio, man.
Yes, sir.
We see you.
Gabi, let me say this before you come.
Please do it.
To the Manchester United fan out there. Last week, Sunday, we didn't get what we deserved. I can assure you. From Ruben Amorim, from Matthias Cunha, from Bruno Fernandes, and from Bueno Mbembo, the guys, the leads and co, that Mr. Prince Raj, Aaron Pakwesi Aqua, Kwabena Asante, Inspector Gabriel Esbontain, and then Ahmed Fabricio Al-Hassan, Sadiq Akwe, and Philip Fifi Dodo. Don't worry. Guys, keep supporting this team, and God will bless you. This season, nobody should rush.
Charlie, somebody say, Charlie, where West Ham signed this keeper from? Gabi affair. Charlie, finish for me.
She come for Benjamin Asare now.
So, first one to Coach, your friend you found last week.
Yeah.
She's listening to the show today too. So
Young lady.
Nanyama Collison Georgina.
Hey, Gabi affair. Gabi affair. How many times did I call you?
She did my class. Second one.
Last week was good. Today is silver.
You let him finish. After this, you let him finish.
Last week
finish.
The second two to my boys.
Gucci
Dominic Gucci
and Daniel Tate. Charlie, guys, have you seen the way Gabi the drip is like now? School reopens very soon.
Too much water.
Right now,
if I close the show.
No, I've turned your mic up actually. Charlie, when right now they say Charlie, the girls for Gabi in class, they believe Gabi because Charlie contribution for class A-list, presentation A-list, swag and drip A-list. In fact, the swag they kill the girls. So if you wear some official shirt and trousers, then you wear some Charlie some queer chain, you know, small bracelet, watch, no, pinky ring, maybe too Charlie, shout out to Shanton, the rabbit guy. Shanton, we haven't seen you this year.
I spoke to him. And then he said next week.
Santo, I want to put on record that you rear and make the best rabbits in this country. No, but Santo,
next week I'm not about
Cowbell Coffee, power sponsors of the show. Shout outs to Coach, namely to Yaya Jamita, Edem Kai, and Gabi Ofe. We will come your way with this show same time next week tomorrow from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Make a date with us as we take you through the Premier League, the Serie A, the Spanish League, the Bundesliga. We give you analysis, we give you statistics, and also little side stories and whatnot, all on the Republic of Football. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, Sunday. Make a date with us. Channel 1 TV, City FM, our Twitter handle here, and also on YouTube. So we are really everywhere. Until then, we will see you on the Republic of Football.
City 97.3.